with a record of 29 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw, Danny Roman. Across the ring, he is undefeated in his campaign. Cool boy, Stephen Fulton Jr.
Obey my commands. Good luck.
Stephen Fulton Jr. Roman is going to look to attack the body. Entertain the bell and round 1.
They both land about 40% of...
Utilizing the jab from long range, diversifying his attack. He really wants to fight a guy like Fulton. Speed and combinations on display all this opening round. And it's good body movement from the unified champion. So a nice start for Stephen Fulton Jr. as...
They use their footwork a lot for that, right? And let his hands go a little bit more.
Different posture.
Seeing from that jab, that highly educated jab of Stephen Fulton. Nice.
Difficult to get in, but
well, he got it. Always a wise investment, especially early on, and there's some speed on the combination.
You want to time that jab. You just want to work your way inside and let your punches in.
But he has to be on the inside if he's going to do that.
So Roman beginning to close the distance, and this is the 3rd round scheduled for 12.
Using the ring, boxing beautifully, counter punching. And I think he's going to do that for
5 so far. Also, Fulton's whole
fighter like Figueroa was.
No, Figueroa he's amazing. I mean, he's stopped
by Roman. There's a lead right, chopping right hand pedigree so far in this fight out.
Yeah, and we've seen that part of Fulton. Nice right hand by Roman. And the question is, and there's the uppercut. He got a punch.
Piston-like jab on display from Fulton. Right. At this tempo, and the way this fight is unfolding, who does it behoove, Abner?
I think it's favoring. He's so much trouble as he has in the past with like Figueroa because that's the type of pressure that Roman has to put. But you see, Roman took a step back. Crushing make it difficult for Fulton.
Yeah, the issue is can he stay there and not get countered, but he's going to have...
Break down Fulton, and there, pop the jab off his face. Quick overhand right counter, lead left hook lands.
Boxing lands the lead right hand. That was early on in that round, and later on he's fighting at distance, and here Roman is going to come in without head movement, and the right hand will get in. So
lead left hook doesn't follow up with the right, and there's Roman going to the body.
It's done to disrupt Roman's attack. And Roman, I thought,
can fight you in any style imaginable, Abner.
He's getting off,
and he's probably saying
out of view. And if Fulton is choosing to box,
beautiful, and that will begin to take its toll. To great success against a former champion, Roman.
The home for the right hand. And it's been a lead right a lot, but in this case it came after a jab.
Okay. Hard and too much for this, and Danny Roman just
back, and he sets up all over again, working for Roman. You gotta pressure. You gotta take 2-3 steps forward.
The other recent ones, especially the last fight, is here when he's on the road where
Roman would like to make Fulton pay. Instead, it's at that distance. You can see the wheels turning from 5th. Skillful as they come for 12 for the unified 122-pound. For fighting, convivial atmosphere here between unified champion Stephen Fulton, former champ Danny Roman, who needs to make
with that jab.
There's a nice right hand. Again, we know that he can fluidly switch stances and be effective in Roman.
Yeah, win him the round is a question, but he's definitely getting a lot more depth.
Oh, another chopping lead right hand that scores for Fulton.
Figueroa's pace, what he does is not easy to do. No one can do it. That's just
get his 10,000 steps, which are your daily recommended steps, but they're educated. We are at the midpoint of this championship fight. Roman trying to put on the pressure. Stephen Fulton.
Work done. Landing, well, just a lot of those blocks, gets to the body with the left hand. And Fulton with that right hand that
he's able to of his first title defense.
At a fight that the Pat Lasso, it's not his fault. Well, it is because he's so talented, but he's making this fight so comfortable.
And yet we said Roma in front of Fulton, but let's find out who's in front on Stephen Farhad's unofficial scorecard. It's necessary because two guys who are known for making adjustments on the fly. Roman.
Maybe a little closer than we might think, but nice right hand by Roman. But by and large, it's been boxing ability.
Well, Roman trying to come back here now. Stephen Fulton, who, here in round 7, trying to bait Roman.
But what happened? He took a step back and he reset.
Oh, and he just got countered from the crack. We showed a one-punch power to the body against going to the body. Minnesota.
Early on in the round, he got hit with that counter punch. Roman was put Fulton on the ropes, and he was starting to throw punch, as Morrow pointed out, for momentarily, which he can do.
Let's see, well, Gonzalez, he was honest in his assessment, saying, hey, well, modus operandi, of course, is to break down his opponent with precision of Stephen Fulton.
And even if he goes for the body, we know that Fulton is known to
jail, but by age 15, he had 5 friends who'd been killed, and then when his dad got out of jail, hooked up with...
Yeah, the question for... I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, there's a nice body shot. Roman loading up and gets countered again.
That is such a good counter puncher.
And there's a nice right hand that lands for Roman. And there's Roman coming forward.
Yeah.
Roman just unable to score effectively. Half the belts. Mudajan Akhmadaliev has the other 2.
Roman's gone 8 rounds or longer in his last 11 fights in Fulton. So this is familiar territory for both men. It's been better for Fulton. Roman has the most power in one punch. It's his uppercut. He's not been in position to throw it enough in.
Tries to move forward there. 3-punch combination.
Look at the speeds that he's using. He's changing the speeds. Fulton.
Right hand by Fulton, and frequently it's following the jab, and here again later in the round we'll see that right hand get in again against Danny Roman. And
to fight at 122 pounds, forward, trying to utilize both hands, trying to find a way to slow down Stephen Fulton Jr.
That's, not to take away from Roman.
Of course, Stephen Fulton Jr. dictating the terms, and the biggest reason why he's having success, but again, a short left uppercut on the inside and a right hand. Any ring rust on display, or is it all Stephen Fulton?
No, it's just the boxing abilities. He's just superior. Look what Fulton is doing to a technician. He'll have his way also. This is the 10th round.
And it's been solid action, appreciating the skills and the talents of Stephen Fulton, while also appreciating the determining Roman Abner. We've talked about it. You said it. He's a pressure fighting. Warner wants to see that extra gear.
Yeah, we all do.
To know he's ahead on the scorecards, has to know that this is really his fight to lose, and Danny Roman, the last.
Roman has landed in this fight.
But have you guys noticed that the one coming forward now is Fulton?
Yes, different wrinkles, and maybe also a reason why Roman is having a little success, because Fulton now wanting to make it and a huge disparity when it comes to headshots landed in favor of the unified champ, who lands 3 more. And now Stephen Fulton beginning to sit down on his punches, and Danny Roman trying to fight. Stephen Fulton showing he has another gear.
Nobody has done this to Danny Roman, really, during the time of him being a great top-level fighter.
Wow, and Danny Roman fires off a right and left. Final minute, and the championship rounds, championship medal of both Stephen Fulton and Danny Roman.
What a great body shot. And this is not so much the physical, it's the mental.
Wow.
Fulton is giving Roman right now.
Left hand by Fulton, knocks himself up.
Round for Stephen Fulton Jr., which we talked about in the keys, showing up.
Kim, don't be careless in this last round.
You can stop him if you want.
As we begin the 12th and final round.
It's a tough cookie, man.
Honesty is the best policy as well,
man.
but man, it continues here in the 12th. Alex
up. They're being cognizant that even at this juncture,
it's even more special, I think, is the fact he's not known for his knockout power, and yet both of these guys and a lot of
late for that, but nonetheless, he was able to get it in.
Imagine Fulton would knock up power.
He did have that extra power, would be very tough to.
Right hand, Roman eats the left. Trying to just find that one punch in the final minute. Danny Roman. And performance tonight.
All 3 in favor of the winner, And still the undefeated unified WBC and WBO Stephen